still? Is it
I don't know. I had to look.
Is he back putting it up?
I don't know.
All right, we clear pot.
How you know it's running? Oh, you been filming when we shared out more.
Have you tested the audio, man?
Check mic, check
pretty
mic.
good, I think.
That's good. All right.
I hope
Hey,
so.
I should have done the pec pump.
The what?
I don't do my right one, man. I can't even do that.
What's wrong with this guy?
The bird pec pump.
Can't do that, man.
Boy, I had to get up early this morning to get the chickens out. That little rooster was out there. He's just learning how to. He just barely getting his voice. He dying loud. He heard him in there.
Soon it's gonna be yelling loud. Soon it's gonna be
He
yelling
won't.
loud.
He'll be yelling somewhere else.
How much you want for it?
That's.
I already told you, man.
I looked up. That's. You ever watch Foghorn Leghorn and cartoons? That's what he's $450.
400 what?
$50.
$450 for chicken.
No, what I'm gonna do is trade it out for a chicken coop.
Oh,
I'm gonna give it to you. I want no money for it. Might make him into some chicken pastry.
All right, y'all ready to roll? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Rhodes, our man, Coach Bird.
What's up?
Unscripted Coaches, episode 27.
yeah.
And today, we finally convinced the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Puac, a.k.a. Unscripted Coaches producer, a.k.a. Puac Cards. Is that in the right name?
Pot card collection.
Puac's Card Collection.
It's a tongue twister.
It got me this morning. But anyhow, Puac is a man of
Many talents.
Many talents.
Kind of jumped on the car scene. I think it was a little hobby to start with, wasn't it? Now
Yeah.
you started making a little bit of money with it. Now he's kind of world famous. I think he's been to Florida. Where else? Been Michigan. Where'd you go? Indiana.
Indiana, Virginia, a couple times already. South Carolina. Haven't set up in Georgia, but I met some guys out there that hopefully he's gonna set up a show and he's gonna invite me to it.
So every time you go somewhere, somebody knows you.
Yeah.
That is all right there. That is all right.
Yeah, man. Puac's got a good thing going right now, man. It kind of blew up though, like after one particular video.
Yeah. So the second video I uploaded, man, hit 21,000 views. So about to be 22,000 views. Though.
Oh, that's crazy.
So after that video took off, I think I gained like, it wasn't even a lot of subscribers. It was probably like 200 subs extra.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was like, oh shoot, I might could do something with this. And just kept growing with it and hit 600, hit 700 and 800 and went to Indiana not too long ago and finally hit 1,000. So we're close to like 1,100 now. So it just
Tearing it up in last
6 months basically.
So that's what happens when you start. I mean, I know you got to start here with Unscripted, kind of getting that started.
Well, my thing is, I'm trying to figure out, Puac. There's a lot of you be throwing around some crazy numbers on some cards that don't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Right.
Okay. Now I saw the video the other day. You texted us and said you were bummed out because you didn't go to some show and a lot of celebrities were there.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Tom Brady.
Where was it at?
New York,
Yeah.
Fanatic Fest. That was one of the biggest shows.
Tom Brady was there.
That ain't who's gonna get you.
He was probably there talking about
Hold up.
how he thinks LeBron James is better.
LeBron James
I
was there.
read that article today how he thinks LeBron's better than Michael Jordan. So I ain't really listening to him no
No,
more.
I won't be.
I'm not listening. He was there.
Everybody.
Who else was there, man?
Canelo, Cody Rhodes. I mean, you name it.
I wasn't there, man. I wasn't there. You said Coach Rhodes was there. I wasn't there.
No.
Man.
The wrestler, man, WWE.
Dusty Rhodes is my son. Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, his son.
You don't know about Dusty Rhodes.
I know Dusty Rhodes. I used to play that video game back in
old Dusty
07,
Rhodes.
06, man. He was up there.
Where was this
SmackDown.
thing at?
New York.
Who else was there, man?
Everybody.
Nah, there's one that was there that I sent you. I say no way.
Olivia Dunn was out there. She was out there buying some cards. Everybody, man, I'm telling you.
But listen, Bird.
What you need to get her? You need to get her at your table one time.
Yeah.
You'd be.
I was trying to get her. If I were to win, I would have given her. Try to get her to say shout out to Unscripted Coaches, man. That probably would have,
Took us on.
I wouldn't care if she just said smiled in a backflip or something.
Lord have mercy. But
Her boyfriend kind of ugly anyway.
She bought his card.
She bought whose card?
Her boyfriend's.
Huh?
Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
Paul Skeens.
Paul Skeens. She bought what kind of card was it?
So that was the 1955 edition or type of card that they used to make back in the 50s. So,
Like I got.
Yeah, the Willie Mays and all that. So this is kind of like a throwback to that. So they make an anime insert. And the one she actually bought is out of 5, which I think she might have bought it kind of high, but
she got money to blow.
Yeah.
How much you buy it for?
I think $2,750.
For him?
Yeah, for that card, for that anime card. But there's only 5 of those cards in existence, and that's the 10. So the luck, if the other 4 hit a 10, it's kind of rare, but she has one of the perfect cards.
She does got the perfect. She's perfect, all right.
I knew we'll get birds Thursday.
But she paid $27.50 for it.
Now, that's crazy.
What were we talking about a while ago? Who'd you say?
Here's something else too. Tell them what you were talking about a while ago. Who were you looking for? The coach dropped a video yesterday. He opened a pack. He bought a box, and he was looking for one car. Who were you looking for, Coach?
Oh, J.J. McCarthy, man, in the Contenders pack. Yeah. If you know, right?
J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy.
He's not really done a whole lot right now.
Nope.
How much did you say that car could be worth?
There's a few up the words to $50,000 plus.
$50,000 for a card for somebody who, he's better than me.
He's better than me.
He's good,
but he ain't really done nothing.
But it ain't like he's out there just crushing it, man. Well, how's that work, man?
Just prospects, man. Just like anything else. Like a Tom Brady, no one thought Tom Brady was going to be good. Only certain few back in the early 2000s were like, oh man, I think he's going to be the one. So they saved the stuff, kept rolling with it, kept it on the safe or whatever, and just blew up. So they don't want to miss out on that kind of opportunity early on now. Or like a Jordan card, some people held his card, some people didn't. A lot of people let it go for free.
I got some Jordan cards.
Oh yeah,
now look, when I was your age, little young pup, cards were kind of big. And then it went on a little. You didn't hear me about sports cards. Now it's kind of blowed up again, ain't it?
Yeah, it's recently popped up, probably like 21, I think, 22.
But because it was kind of dead. Because like I told you, you see I got hundreds of thousands of cards, but they're not worth nothing. Somehow, some reason, I don't know. But this card game, it's $1 million business, ain't it?
Yeah, it can be. Yep.
There's some people got some money.
Some people are killing it. Some people, unfortunately, they're getting tanked in the business. So.
Even like the what's the little stuff? Pokemon.
Oh man, that's taking.
So if y'all got some Pokemon cards, just bring them on here and let me and Coach Pot look at them. We'll cut you a little deal on them.
70%. That's all we're buying.
40% is what you'll get. We get 60, you 40%. Get 40. We doing the work. And there I Coach Rose.
Yeah, there we go.
Why not 70%?
So bring your Pokemon cards and we'll buy it at 60%. We said 40%?
We'll give y'all 40% of value.
40%.
Hey, that's 40% better than you have sitting in that shoebox at home. Because you don't know about it like my man does.
No, you got to get out there. Well, my experience with cards came in like the late 90s. And I know that because it was about the time that the single season record was being chased. That was the 98, I think it was the 98 season, got Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire. And Griffey kind of started out in that, and he kind of fell off, and then it was just a two-man race, really. And so I went out, I had me some cards. I had the Mark McGwire rookie card. I think I got the Sammy Sosa rookie card.
And them cards are, I got them rookie cards, but you think if it weren't for the steroid stuff, they would be higher? Because they're not as high as, Barry Bonds, he's leads home runs. His card ain't like, you would think it'd be, like Rick Henderson's $100,000 perfect card.
Well, Barry Bonds, I think he has one card that's well over like 80,000 or something like that. That's just because his PSA 10 card is rare to grade a perfect, pristine, 10.
You need to make sure, so if your card ain't, all these people got all these cards and stuff, if they ain't graded, they ain't worth too much, are they? No,
they are worth.
They could be more.
They are worth. They have a good value on it, but they could be worth a lot if it's a perfect card, though.
So if you got some cards you think that you can make some money on, you need to probably
go ahead and send it in the grade,
or send it to Pot's Cards.
Or send it to me and I'll buy it for sure. Money's good, so.
Do you have to ship it off to get graded?
Mm-hmm. PSA or Beckett is one of the
They charge you?
Yeah, so about $20 or so. Beckett might be like
card or
per card.
So if I send in 5 cards.
And depending if it hits if it's one of the most expensive cards, they're gonna upcharge you a little bit.
They'll upcharge you?
Mm-hmm.
Always a money racket, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy. But you know what? I always get kind of frustrated. Like we've talked about this a few weeks ago. We were talking about Juan Soto, right?
Yeah.
The
$1
million man or whatever. Like, how's this guy worth that money? And then it blows my mind because now we turn around, we talking about a piece of like cardboard, right? Or construction paper.
Basically.
With a picture on it and a little bit of writing on it. And this man's telling me that, you got one guy, his car might be worth $50,000 and what's his record in the NFL? Anybody know?
No. But I'll tell you what, though.
Let me see.
At Fanatic Fest, though, Jaden Daniels, I mean, he did all right towards the end of the season. His one-of-one car, the Commanders owner just bought his car for $500,000, so $500,000 live.
For one card, man.
One card, yep.
Hey, you know what they used to do
500,000.
back in the old days? You probably don't, even like with my dad and them, all them, that's the ones you want to get. They had all these ball cards back then. You can get it with chewing gum and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They would put them in the spokes of their bicycles. You never heard that, have you? Mm-mm. So it would make it sound like it was a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
They tell you how many thousands of cards have been done. My dad said he used to do that all the time. They didn't tell me $1,000 worth of cards where it was spoke, and then wind it down to be about that much card left.
I thought you do that with a can.
Well, they used to put them in them bicycle tires.
Yeah, with a can though.
No, they did with the cards and stuff.
Holy shoot, I know.
Boy, that's
No, you're talking about where they tied the can to a string and drug it behind.
No,
he's talking about you put it in the back of the tire.
Yeah, you smash it and put it in the back of the tire. See,
Nah.
live, man, and you just you ride it, and it sounds like a motorcycle gun.
Nah, they would put them in the spokes and stuff, and it would do some stuff like that. That's kind of crazy. If they'd have known what they know now, they'd had a lot of money.
Probably so.
Well,
I'm hung on this McCarthy situation. He's 27-1 in college at Michigan. He played at Michigan, 27-1 in college. They beat Washington in the national championship game. In the national championship game, he was 10 of 18 for 140 yards. I mean, listen, I'm saying the guy's good.
Well, that was worth $5,000 a pass then. His cards were
crazy, man. I can't find his NFL record. I don't know if he even started last year or what. But that blows my mind, man. What else you got going on, Puac?
A whole lot of everything, honestly. That's the main thing now, though. So just selling sports cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pac's his mind's always working, boy.
Always working.
He's always working.
He's the mastermind behind this.
Like you say, if you ain't look at his YouTube channel, it's pretty good. Yeah. Pac's cards. He don't think we look at it, but we do every time we come here.
Sometimes they look.
Every time we come in.
Sometimes, but it is up there.
I watch your stuff.
I don't really understand. I give him some cards and I get 0. I ain't sold one card. You would think you sell one card of mine. Now, are you letting people know it's mine? Like. That's what you need to do, Jeff Bird's collection.
Jeff Bird.
Put a sign over here. Do
you not know about Jeff Bird's
If you want me to take a picture and send it with you, because I know. I wished I'd have been
No, that ain't good enough, Bird. We're going to get a picture. We're going to take a picture of you. And
make it a big cardboard picture.
Yeah, and we're going to do the cardboard cutout.
Oh, yeah.
Pac's card.
You got Pac's card over here. He's in the flesh, but then you got Bird over here, the cardboard cutout.
Oh, yeah.
I did tell you I was going with you then the next year.
Oh, yeah, Vegas.
Las Vegas, baby. Vegas, baby.
We're trying to lock it in and book that trip and that show, too, so hopefully.
I don't know how much card set I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be making some money on some blackjack and stuff like that.
Making money? You going to make some money? You going to win?
Yeah, man. Have you ever not watched the movie The Hangover? Alan did it. I mean, if Alan can do it, I can do it.
Hey, guys. How about that right in? Do it, Bird. Do it, Bird.
Yeah, how about that right in? I guess why they call it Sin City. Pop don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. I just sit here smiling.
You got to watch movies, man.
I
like to watch a lot of movies. Well, OKC won.
Yeah.
That's kind of bad though. That guy tore his Achilles.
All right, that's 3 in the same playoffs, right?
That's kind of bad.
Who was it? It was him. Was it Tatum?
Tatum tore
and Dane or somebody like that. Wasn't it Dane?
Lillard.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
And it was all 3 Achilles?
Yep. That's kind of bad, man.
There'll be a lot. You talk about money. Here goes. Always some money. There'll be a lot of research. What's causing this?
Yep.
Because that was the injury that got Kevin Durant with the Warriors.
You know what? He just got paid again. He going to where's he going? Houston Rockets. Yeah, that's where
he just got. Yeah, he got traded Friday. I thought.
37 years old,
bouncing around,
looking at that championship ring. He's already got one. And I know Boy, we got that pick right, and I know the baseball, Coastal Carolina just ran into a buzzsaw. I mean, LSU's pretty good on the mound.
They lost in 2 games, but it was combined 3 runs.
They just run up on some good pitchers.
That first game, they lost 1-0.
That dude's the real deal, man.
Yeah, I mean that's a good group, and but I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna talk about this. Puac, I don't know if you've seen it, but Coach Bird's talking about Game 2, College World Series, bottom of the first inning. All right, and Coastal's head coach and their first base coach both of them end up getting ejected, and the post-game press conference says it all. I mean, the guy said the first base coach apparently got a warning. It's like the head coach said, there's 25,000 people there screaming and hollering as loud, and he couldn't understand them. And he had 2 quotes that I think are like spot on. Number one, he said, he quoted his age. I can't remember, 40-something, I think. He said, I shouldn't be shooed away by another grown man, which is what kind of got him a little more fired up. But then the quote of the year so far in sports. Another umpire come in there and tripped and fell, and the Coastal Carolina coach, his quote in the press conference was, I shouldn't be held accountable for another grown man's athleticism, because he basically fell on his own. Now, he's been accused of bumping him, but he didn't bump him.
It is kind of bad to get kicked out the championship game first inning.
It's like he said, there'd be a lot of ejections in baseball if that was the standard. You know what I mean? And it don't make no sense to me. So, but that was a good little series, man. Bird's jinxed his own team. He showed off his shirt the other day, the Cubs. Talked about how they're going to
lose a game or two. They are going to win the World Series. I'm
pretty sure you said OKC was going to win.
OKC, I'm telling you, the Cubs are going to. They're going to play in the World Series. They're going to win.
He's starting to waver.
Win the World Series.
They will win. I'm going to Cubs win the World Series. What about this heat wave we got going on, boy? Let me tell y'all something. I don't know how much, because I'm a lot older than y'all. Man, I know when we were little, man, we'd be out there, me and Ken Avent and Mike Rouse, Steve Santaman, we'd be playing wiffle ball and tennis ball all day long. We ain't never heard nobody complain about no heat. You think it was hot as back then as it is now?
I do. I think
we were just tough.
Yeah, I think air conditioning, man. Like, and I know y'all had air conditioning. I'm not saying
the one you turn on a little.
But I'm just saying, like, hey, air conditioners now, man. You walk into a house, it's like an ice box. It's not just cool. It's like freezing cold.
I ain't seen no kids that know out there playing in this. I mean, I don't know. It had to be as hot back then.
Jay, tell him. Can't see him. He's off camera. But my man Jay's here. Hey, we painted our wiffle ball field the other day.
That's what I like to see.
You got your foul lines. We got an orange line in the outfield.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hit it over that line in the air. It's a bomb. So me and my man Jay, we're gonna get us that'll be one of the videos, man. We'll get us a little wiffle ball tournament. Come out here.
Hey, I'm telling you, y'all know we play tennis ball. It's the same thing with baseball bat and I mean we be 6 on 6 and one summer. This was before what's the movie?
Sandlot.
We were the original Sandlot.
You were the original
Sandlot. I mean we played it out in the outfield and we kept up home runs and stuff. I mean you keep up home runs and we ended up having to go to the catcher's mitt and catcher's gear, and that's kind of hot because of Chuck King. He liked to swing the bat one day and it had a nail in there and kind of hit somebody in the leg. So we went and man we would steal bases and keep up with things. I remember me and Ken Avent used to play night games. We were the first one there to play night games.
Pop, this was Bird's character right here. Hold on.
Now, that was Steve Santaman.
No, you were Ham. You were Ham.
No, that was Steve, the old catcher.
Right,
what they call him?
Ham. Let's see. Oh, Bird was probably yeah. You were probably yeah.
I was the Rocket, that dude, the pitcher.
No, you didn't.
But man, we used to play night games under the tennis court, 1-on-1.
Night game. Oh yeah, because you used to be able to go and turn the lights on in the tennis court.
I think we were the first to ever do that too. But we would get like Ken liked the Yankees and I liked the Cubs or Mike Rowe, he might have liked Baltimore, I can't remember.
Right.
But we would go get the roster out of the newspaper. Because back then they put little pictures in there and we'd have to bat in order whoever they were in whatever way they batted. If it was left-handed, right-handed. Man, that's kind of creative back there. I think we done a lot of stuff that's probably trending on, don't nobody know about it.
You know what? That's what happened That's what happens when.
But we did a lot of stuff. We did a lot. We did a lot.
But that's what happens though. You take that away, and then you go and you get in. Now it's like the only time a kid plays a sport is when they go to practice.
And then that's like, and we play whatever sport, but it all had to be at Ken's house. But then we play basketball, okay? Let me tell you this, they ain't even had no shot clock back when we played. We would play to 32, right? 32. And then at 32, we created something. You had 30 seconds before the game was over. So it'd be 32 to 28. And then after the end of that 30 seconds was 72 to 68. So I don't know how in the hell that worked out. But we would play for 30 seconds.
15-point shot.
We had technical. They didn't even have no shot clock back then.
No, I'm saying y'all had one shot. Y'all counted like 15 points.
Me and Ken created
behind
that.
the tree.
Yeah.
15 points.
I mean, there's probably been more technicals one-on-one. I don't even know how you get a technical playing one-on-one, but I know how, because Ken ain't been allowed to lose.
Well, our game when I was growing up was one-on-one. Yeah, it was me, my next door neighbor, and then my buddy. We'd all show up, be just three of us. So we'd take turns, right? And you just rotate from being quarterback to receiver to DB, okay? You had like 2 plays. Well, my buddy ended up being starting quarterback, threw for an ungodly amount of yards in high school. Good. I was an offensive lineman. My other buddy was an offensive lineman. My neighbor was an offensive lineman. So, you know, when Doug was spinning that thing, he had a pass, and then the rest of us, we were just trying to survive. But I never forget, man, there was a tree out there in my yard.
Yeah.
Boy, Doug led me right into that thing one time, man. I just did miss it. And he was laughing.
Hey.
And afterwards, I laughed too. But to start with, I was kind of mad.
That's what made things
That's
fun.
what made fun, though. You had this stuff like that.
Me and Ken and John Burt, we played one-on-one, and one day me and Ken were in his backyard, and I was quarterback, and they were playing each other. I said, we're going to get him right now. I'm going to throw one. He's got to dive down on it. So he dove on it, and Ken dove on top of him and broke his collarbone. Boy, I couldn't get on my bike. I was riding that 10 speed back home, boy. I was like, I got to get up out of here. I remember we were playing out here. We used to come out here in North Duple and Lee Pate and all them.
Oh, yeah.
And they were playing football, and I was kind of little. And I remember Darryl Burr was out here playing one day, and I kind of hid in that ditch. And he talked a lot of junk. He caught a pass and was running down around that ditch down there, and I jumped out and did that clothesline. I thought about it. But hey, that was that was fun. Then we played cops and robbers. You ever played the cops and robbers on bicycles?
Well, where I lived, Bird, driving a bicycle was kind of hard.
Well,
we didn't have a lot of asphalt.
We checked this out. We played around the park. We played around.
You had a 10-speed. I had a mountain bike.
I had a dirt bike, man. That 10-speed was a getaway. We had it around the park, and then when Ken was always chasing you, we knew, because Ken had boundaries. He couldn't go down this street or this street.
Had to get
his mom and dad. So we knew if we got to Winifred Street, he'd like chips. He'd slide on brakes.
He'd be mad.
We had a lot of fun, man. All them boys, Mike Rouse and all. I remember one time we were out there playing football with Steve Sanderman. You know Steve Sanderman? Well, they got to messing with him a little bit. And we got him on the ground, and it must have been cold when we were playing football. So he had some sweatpants on. Well, he took his sweatpants on and tied them up and run them up the flagpole and looked up over there, and Steve was over there in the dugout like this. He was
crazy.
That's what made us tough kids back in the days.
A lot of leadership in this group.
A lot of leadership, a lot of fun.
32 years of teaching and coaching experience here. Ken, County AD, Santa Man, principal.
Yeah, principal.
lot of leadership come out of these games. And nowadays, all that stuff will be frowned upon. And you know, youngins out in the yard playing and stuff. But you know,
a lot of language was a lot. Yeah, well, I probably won't say much of this stuff.
You taught it.
Yeah, that was common.
Well, off of the last video, we only had one person in the comments with an idea, and I think it's a good one, Bird. Somebody wants us to do like a little skit on how we handle a bad call from an official as the coach.
I can do that.
So that's going to be a good one, and we got to start working on that. Bird and handle the basketball, and I don't know what we're going to do yet. It'll be funny. You just need to stay tuned for that. We got to work it out with our schedules and get that thing filmed. And then the second one somebody shot me a message. I think this is a real good idea. It's like, hey, we always talk about old times. Bird's sitting here talking about old times. He's like, hey, y'all ought to we got a lot of good, we got some pretty good coaches in our area that have had some successful careers during their time. Coach Avent, his name was brought up. Big Bird Respect was brought up.
Sit around and let them talk about
these
some
guys
stuff.
talk about some stuff, and maybe even share some. The guy had a good point. He's like, maybe even share some stories on some things that they used to do that now, you know, not bad things, but just, you know, it's changed, bro.
Oh,
you got to treat things a lot different, and maybe have some conversations on kind of what they've seen changed, and is some of it good, and they'll probably tell you some of it is good changing, and some of it may not be so good.
One thing they're gonna say is football today spends more time than it did back then.
Back then,
they didn't.
no doubt.
They didn't have all that
Yeah,
stuff.
they didn't have all that stuff.
They didn't. They had to
weightlifting
work
and
out.
all that either.
Nah.
So, but I think those would be two good little projects, and we got a couple more people trying to work it out. But you know, like we were talking about the other day, it's important for the kids to have a good time. Shoot, man, these people we'd like to get on the show. You know, we figured, hey, summertime might be easier to get them on, but in reality, a lot of people on vacations and stuff, man. So
And I think one time we're gonna go to one of Pot's car shows, surprising
Nah,
the coaches.
I don't think y'all gonna enjoy that. It's kind of boring.
Well,
we didn't say we were gonna stay there
We're
for
gonna
6 hours.
We're gonna bring the excitement.
I was about to say.
One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of dress up in disguise, and I'm gonna say, "Look, man, I like them basketball cards."
Man,
and
I'm gonna know who
and
you
then
are,
look,
man.
I'm gonna come back the next week, and you say, "Man, it's sale." I'm gonna say, "Well, something ain't right now."
That's right. Well, hey, listen, Bert, I'll let you borrow these sweet glasses I bought.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, well, them
Yeah.
retro thing, you flip
They're
up.
nice,
and stuff.
man. These nice right here. Hey,
You're getting kind of ready for back. Hey, 6-7 more weeks, boy, y'all be out there on the gridiron.
oh, this is coming, man. It's under 60 days now. Less than 60
These
days
boys
away.
be counting it down, son. They're
Yeah, you
excited
stay on
about
it, man. Well, you just got to know what's coming on, man. Helps you kind of pace yourself. Fixing to have a 2-week break, though.
You know, the grass always smells a little different during football season. That's what my dad always said.
It does, man.
He always says that.
It does. So I smelled it yesterday a little bit. Cut
Did
some
you?
grass out
Yeah.
here. It's starting to turn. Give it that.
I got to go weed eat today. I'm always doing some working.
Hey, look, unscripted coaches, we got a little long-winded today. It was a great conversation. This is really and truly what it's kind of like, though, isn't it, Pop?
Yeah.
Working with Bird.
Oh yeah, every
Story
single day,
time, man.
Every single day, just
Story
chit chatting, talking. And
Some
Sharing
stories,
some
some stories are different, and some are, you know, we talk about. We can't talk about.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
But we're glad we got Coach Puac. We finally got his picture
Got
out
it over
there.
here. Hey, listen.
If you follow Coach Puac, turn around and follow us, because he's gonna start being on the show a little bit. And like I said, me and Coach Rose might pop up at one of the shows one day.
They're not gonna go to the show.
We might. You don't know that.
It might be in
I
Canada.
won't be going to Vegas.
might be-
I'll tell you what.
Texas,
I tell you
Ohio,
what. You call me
Vegas.
and tell me that the gymnast is gonna be there, leave it done. I'll be setting up with you, Bobby, helping you put the cards out.
probably next
Coach
year in New
Rose will
York.
be there too. Don't worry.
I'll be over there.
But I am going to Vegas with you.
Oh yeah.
I'm
going to
not,
Vegas.
not going to Vegas with them. But
But you won't invite him.
we're going to go. Hey, Unscripted Coaches, episode 27. We appreciate you. Peace.
Later.